current situation here in California, raining. It's nice though. Alright, sorry about the lighting. I was dependent on the natural light, but I think it's failed me today. I'm hoping today's video goes well. My very good friend sent me a podcast last night on my way home from work, and it basically just put me in a fighting mood, fighting for God mood, and that might come out of me today. Forewarning, for those who are weak, yep, I said it, weak in their faith, so I might light a fire under your butt today, just letting you know. Let's jump on in. I say jump because I'm a paratrooper. I jumped out of airplanes in the military. Did you know that? Yep. Little fun fact for you. Doesn't mean much. Just that I guess I can't say that on this channel. I won't say it on this channel. You get my drift. I hope. Open up your apps to the reflection section. The gospel is provided right there in the reflection section. Matthew 15:29 through 37. At that time, Jesus walked by the Sea of Galilee, went up on the mountain, and sat down there. Great crowds came to him, having with them the lame, the blind, the deformed, the mute, and many others. They placed them at his feet, and he cured them. The crowds were amazed when they saw the mute speaking, the deformed made whole, the lame walking, and the blind able to see. They glorified the God of Israel. Jesus summoned his disciples and said, "My heart is moved with pity for the crowd, for they have been with me now for 3 days and have nothing to eat. I do not want to send them away hungry, for fear they may collapse on the way." The disciples said to him, "Where could we ever get enough bread on this deserted place to satisfy such a crowd?" Jesus said to them, "How many loaves do you have?" 7, they replied, "and a few fish." He ordered the crowd to sit down on the ground. Then he took the 7 loaves and the fish, gave thanks, broke the loaves, and gave them to the disciples, who in turn gave them to the crowds. They all ate and were satisfied. They picked up the fragments left over, 7 baskets full. The gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. I'm having trouble with this one, because honestly, I live too comfortably to really want or need anything. But I don't think I'm the only one in this situation. I think that we live in a culture that's what people want. People want to be content. But to me, it's like, it's a poison of life. I feel being content with where I'm at keeps me from being hungry for living life. I don't think I'm living my best life here at this house, comfortable, making just enough not to be considered poor, but not enough to be rich and buy whatever I want. I'm like in this lukewarm area where it's just like nothing is satisfying. But what is too poor to be uncomfortable and not want? And what is too rich to be not dependent at all on anything but your riches? Sorry if I keep looking out this way. The camera's here, but I can't make direct eye contact for too long. It just seems weird, but I'll try it anyway. It's hard to find out what you need when you have everything that you want. And what I always wanted was being a father, be a husband, and a good one at that. And like I said yesterday, I listened to this podcast, and it kind of relit a fire in me. Because honestly, as a dad and as a husband, when I look around and I see so many dads and husbands and dads, families breaking up, because I just feel like men are not being men. Men aren't being challenged. Men are not challenging themselves. We're settling for being content. We're striving for the dollar sign. And yet, we don't strive for a relationship with God. We pick our battles and refuse to, cause conflict, when sometimes conflict is good. It helps me to bring out what I truly value. And what I truly value is my relationship with God. And I don't think that is the case for many people. And for me, it's like, that's all I want. Those are the friendships that I seek. And I feel like I don't have enough friendships. I don't know enough men to engage with. And there aren't men that want to engage because why? They're weak in their faith, to be completely honest. And it's sad because one constructive criticism leaves them so sad. And for me, it's because I spend a lot of time criticizing myself. I spend a lot of time critiquing myself. And Melinda says I'm too hard on myself. But if I'm not hard on myself, who's going to be hard on me? You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants to be so PC and everyone wants to live and let live that no one's willing to really tell me that I'm messing up, even when I'm messing up. And that sucks for me because sometimes I need realigning. I need friends who are going to be like, yo, dog, get it right, get it straight. But no one's willing to say that to me because no one wants to cause conflict. There doesn't always need to be a good way of telling me or telling other people something when they're doing something bad. Sometimes when my kids are messing up, me just shouting at them out of the frustration and whatever anger might have been the best thing because they're messing up. But then somewhere along the lines, when we stop being kids and we start being adults, yelling at one another or criticizing or telling someone that they're messing up becomes a problem. And it's sad to me. Because then we can't grow. We can't grow. We can't grow if we don't know where we need growth in. But that comes from here first. That comes from you wanting to seek better. But we're so content where we are. We don't want to seek better. We don't need to seek anything better. We don't need a miracle from God. Because, why? Because we've given ourselves everything that we've ever wanted. We're so dependent on ourselves that we don't need God. We don't need His miracles. It's easy for me to say because me and Melinda were so far away from having a good relationship that we sought God out. We needed God to repair. I needed God to repair me and to bring me up. But I feel like the people who are not at rock bottom and are just content have it the worst. Because you're not at rock bottom, there's no need for God to bring you up. You're already kind of up, but not up. You know what I'm saying? You're here. You're not here, you're here, but you're not here either. And this is where I want to be, here at the tippy top. That's where I want to be. That's what I'm striving for every day. And I look for men, and I want friends that want to strive for that. Because I'm not content. I'm not settling for this. Is this like a desperation for friendship or what? But I don't think it's a lot to ask. I guess if there's anything that I want from God, it's just friends in my life that care about building their relationship with God. You know? I don't have many friends. So if you know a man, a guy, who wants to build his relationship, strive for greatness, the top, and not settle for this, share this video with him. Even a woman, a girl, a young lad. No, that's a guy. A young laddie. Nope, that's still a guy. I don't know. Men, women, people who need guidance. Because it's fatherhood, being a husband, being a child of God doesn't come easy. And unfortunately, if you're like me, you weren't given that mentorship, guidance from a young age. And I think that's what this culture is missing. Someone to lead people into a relationship with God, guide them to where they need to be. If there were more guides, if there were more leaders, if there were more mentors leading people to Christ, imagine what this world could be, huh? So, like, subscribe, share. This, if you know someone that can use the guidance, the leadership, the mentorship, whatever you want to call it. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm still working through my kinks. But what I know, I think just might be enough for you and for them. So, we'll see you next time. Peace, fam.